De Beers sells by distributing diamonds only to privileged site holders. 160 leading dealers chosen by De Beers. Bill Goldberg believes in the system, but is critical.
Well, I mean, I would say that, frankly, one of my most serious complaints is that I don't feel that I'm treated quite often as an individual. I feel I'm part of a group of several hundred site holders, and a policy is set across the board. I said every person, when they go to their physician, they take their pressure and they judge how it is depending on the case history of the patient, which they have in their files. See, and quite often I'd say, I don't give a damn what the policy is going to be this month. I want this and I need that, and quite often I don't get it. And that's a source of great frustration to me.
As a site holder, Mr. Goldberg has to come to De Beers in London to buy his diamonds.
You have to qualify. You have to have proper credentials. You have to have the history of manufacturing. You have to have the proper reputation, the proper bank connections and things of that sort.
How long have you been doing this now?
This here?
Yeah, how long have you been coming here?
A little, close to 20 years, I would say, 17, 18. Oh, I was coming before because it took a few years to apply. I didn't get what I had to come for interviews. I used to come for, orientation.
Which is the most you've ever spent at one site in London?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was, I would say, for me, I would say, if I remember correctly, $10 million on one site. And it was many years ago.
And today, what will you be looking for?
Today, hopefully several million.
Hi, can I have Goldberg's, please?
Yeah. A month before the sites, held 10 times a year, Mr. Goldberg tells De Beers how much he's willing to spend and what sort of diamonds he wants. He'll be allocated some stones that he's asked for, stones he'll make a profit on. But he'll also be given other, less profitable stones. He can haggle over the bigger stones, but the rest he must buy without question. He must take whatever De Beers gives him at De Beers' prices.
Good morning. Morning. Hey, right. Here are the regular goods and 2 boxes of specials.
Thank you.
So we'll see you later.
Thank you very much. See you later now. I mean, and now, for example, this is when I open up the paper, and this is absolutely virgin to me. It's just, there's an excitement. What's going to be here? It's one of my specials, and sometimes I'm very happy, and sometimes I'm disappointed because I'm expecting certain things, and that's how it is. So far, we're doing good. It's a nice diamond, but the question is the price. That's a very important factor which we have to determine. But that takes a little concentration later on. The first thing we do is, notice, I look at the diamond before I look at the price, because I establish a picture in my mind, and then I can determine how I'm doing. So far, so good.
Price okay?
Yeah. The asking price is okay, and then, of course, hopefully, we will be able to negotiate also. Here's an exciting piece.
How many carats is that?
Well, this weighs 28 carats, and it's not a very high color. But on the other hand, I think the price is modest.
Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, it's going to be the price per carat. Yeah, it's $3,200 a carat. Now, okay. See, this is very interesting. These are greens that come from Botswana, and this is a regular cut and dried bread and butter item. And quite often, these are priced in such a way that there's very little profit to be made on this goods.
But you want a particular sort of stone, and sometimes De Beers hasn't given you
And it's been very frustrating at times.
Is that because they don't have it? or because they don't believe that you can sell it?
I would say both. For whatever reason, at any given moment, they make a policy decision. I've been very angry and cussed a lot and been very upset. But that's how the cookie crumbles. I have no options.
What can you do when that happens?
Just cuss and fret and look forward to the next, that things will change at the next site.
Can you leave all that on the table and say, I'm not interested, I'm not going to make a profit this month? Can you do that?
I told you on the way over here we can leave some of the specials, but it's not in the, we just don't leave the regular goods. Somehow it doesn't work that way. Because you just, you can't be a fair weather friend.
There's no other way you can do it. What you can't do is to say, have a box and let someone go and pick out the ones he wants and not have the others, because then you would have a different price for the thing. That box would be of a different price.
But that to me makes perfectly good sense free market economy. I come to you, you're the wholesaler, as it were, and I tell you what I want, and I don't...
Well, that's just what we do. We tailor our boxes and the composition of the boxes to what you, if you're a site holder, what you do want. That's exactly what we do.
But as I say, you also add in other things that I'm not...
Well, naturally, you'd like to take in any parcel, there's an average price of that. Naturally, you'd like to take all the better qualities, still at the average price. And naturally, that would make our lives impossible, because then one would be left with the less good qualities at a different price. So you have to make a group apart.